cream buns and other delights. Sorry? Do I want a massage? No, thank you. Good luck. YouTube channel, yeah.
Oh my God, hey, hey.
You guys, you missed a block party. There's like a party down there. Welcome peeps, and the video you've been asking for a while. The West End after dark, or more specifically Central London and the West End after dark. It took a long time to get out tonight because there is a Maroon 5 concert in Hyde Park, which annoyingly I didn't know about. So instead of it taking, I don't know, the few minutes it should have taken, give or take, it took 45 minutes to get into Central. Nice and warm though. Gonna walk across because everyone else is. Very nice and warm. Real shame that this Central area, the statue, etc. I can't actually remember if it's a statue or a fountain. I mean, it's a bit of both. Point is, it's all shut down, and coincidentally, of course, it's because of the World Cup. They don't want, for whatever reason, people congregating, celebrating here in the centre. I kind of get it, I guess, but at the same time, in previous years, it's always been open and accessible. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe if England make it, they'll decide to miraculously open it up, you know, a last minute kind of thing. It's a shame because ordinarily it's accessible, and this area in particular is also where an awful lot of people would tend to congregate and listen to buskers, or, you know, watch street performers or magicians, etc., etc. A lot of that, in fairly recent times, has been kind of swept away. You know, they've tried their very best to clean up. Not that it was particularly bad before. I mean, 25, 30 years ago, yeah, it was a real dump, places that we're heading to. I mean, it's still not exactly the cleanest part of central London. However, it's massively better than it used to be, I can tell you that. Let's try and get across. Now guys, bear in mind this is shot with a neck-mounted body cam. It has straps for stabilization, so the image should be fairly decent-ish, level on the horizon. I mean, I won't get to know until I watch it myself, but this is kind of a test run, shall we say. And if by some miracle all goes well, there'll be plenty other, you know, London After Dark episodes. I mean, I'm not sure about plenty, but there'll be other. I can tell you that for sure. Now, I think part of the reason it's so busy is that concert I mentioned. There were hundreds, many, in fact thousands even, if I'm honest, of people heading out of Hyde Park. I mean, like crazy number of people, to be honest. But also it's still really warm. Even now, you can see people are dressed like they were dressed this morning at Horse Guards. You know, strip club on my left. Not one that I'm au fait with, I must say. If I were, I'd tell you. But yeah, the point I was making, sorry guys, is that it's as warm as it was this morning at Horse Guards. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, it's got to be at least 25, 26, 27 degrees. I mean, this feels like a Monacan evening. It doesn't feel like central London, I tell you. Especially as we very barely just touched July. Crazy, eh? Now, I will confess, my dears, that my knowledge of Central, including the streets that are right around Soho and similar, is not the best. I've got kind of like a rough idea of the grid, and if I exit at certain points, I'm going to know, give or take, where I am. Got the other phone just in case I get lost, but you know, I'm generally pretty good with getting from A to B, so it's really going to depend on if I get distracted for any reason, and also just how busy it's going to be. I think what we will do is have a quick look, simply because I'm going to pass it, and there's a good chance I won't repass it, at Chinatown. It's not particularly large. It is one of my favourite spots, as I mentioned in the daytime videos, and it's always busy. You know, it's very rarely not busy, to be honest. It's a funny thing because the vast majority of drinking spots, including pretty much every pub, close at around, give or take, 11ish. Some are, some are midnight. Some cocktail bars and a few establishments have got later licenses to 1 a.m. A handful have got licenses, mainly clubs and kind of cocktail bars, lounges, have got licenses, I believe, until 3 a.m. I don't think, as far as I'm aware, that there are many, indeed there might not be any, establishments that have 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. licenses. I must remember, and I'll try to remember, guys, to kind of occasionally stop and look around a little bit, because that's the only way, realistically, you're going to get to see kind of, what's around me as opposed to what's directly in front of me. Yeah, for example, this place, just, I think that, they're just putting the tables away, just about to throw everyone out. Chinatown Bakery, or one branch of it on my left, I think there are 2 or 3. There's another bigger one around the corner, which has a well-deserved reputation for having these like amazing buns, cream buns, and other delights. Sorry? Do I want a massage? No, thank you. Good luck. Oh my days. I wasn't even going to go into that part of the... We just got here. I wasn't even going to go into that part of the nightlife here in Central, because it exists and it's fairly prevalent, but at the same time it's mostly quite discreet, I'll be honest. Not entirely, but yeah, mostly quite discreet. I think that this one, O'Neill's, somebody mentioned to me last week, is a popular spot. I mean, we're on Wardour Street, or one part of Wardour Street. It's a long street. It goes from here all the way through Soho, as we'll be going to in a minute, and reaches up as far as Oxford Street. Yeah. But let's not get distracted from the task at hand, which is Chinatown. I mean, now you've seen how it is there with girls, women, whatever, openly touting for custom. That's how to say it. It exists in all parts of central London, but it's far more discreet in the richer neighbourhoods, i.e., Mayfair, Kensington, Chelsea, Knightsbridge, etc., etc. Now, I'm not entirely sure of the law on solicitation in a public place, but then arguably, if she's standing on the steps just inside a private establishment, she's not in a public place. She's on private property, advertising outward, into a public space. That would be my interpretation, but it is what it is. Anyway, a couple of streets around the corner where I won't focus on them too much unless you walk past them, where that sort of thing is available. Yeah, and the massage is a little bit more than a massage, I can tell you that. It's a funny thing actually, because it's not really a surprise to me, having just come back from Thailand a few months ago, but at the same time it's very rare to be propositioned on the street here in Central. I mean, it must be because I'm so charming, eh? What I should have done actually is gone over and asked her how much, just out of interest, be purely for research purposes. Chinatown kind of starts to shut down now. It's like 11ish, 11:30, midnight. Nobody gets booted out when they're still eating, as you can see. Diners over here. But, I mean, a lot of diners over here, but they will start to refuse service to new arrivals. It's a shame actually, it's my favourite supermarket, this one. We walked past it a few times in the morning videos. Loon Fung, it's called. They've got some very some very interesting items of food, or very interesting foodstuffs, shall we say, that are not widely available everywhere elsewhere. We'll head to the left in a second, guys, and start getting kind of into Soho E proper. Just going around here because I'm 90% certain that Chinatown Bakery, like the normal window. Oh yeah, it's shut. It is around this side. I was pretty sure. It's this one here, just on the right. Chinatown Bakery. Daytime's absolutely rammed. Probably the single most popular establishment in Chinatown, in all honesty. Or certainly one of the most popular establishments in Chinatown. I'm also getting a flavour for how many people and the types of people that are looking and or even noticing the camera. Now, not that I know it well, my dears, but this little spot, Koo Bar, there are a couple, but this is one of the best known spots here. Award-winning gay bar here in Soho. Very chill, like super chill, but a little selective, I think is the best way to describe it. Yeah. The other thing I'm interested in seeing is whether or not anybody does get shirty in terms of doorman or door girls, any staff like that or whatever. We've got, if I look over to my left, there's another young lady in the doorway. Not police. This is one of the entrances into the Hippodrome on my right. Hippodrome is a casino, and I'll cross over the road because you can see these open doorways. See, there's one with a staircase going up. It will just have something simple like a model available or whatever on the first floor, that kind of stuff, and that's fine. It is what it is. That is simply part and parcel of the way the Chinese kind of, I was going to say, yes, it is partly controlled because there are two groups that kind of have a bit of a non-compete clause to not get into it with one another. In other words, they just kind of jointly manage Chinatown. You know the kind of groups I'm talking about. I won't say the word, but you can probably guess. Right, so I can't remember if this is Charing Cross Road, I think it is. Got a sing-along at the pub opposite here, which I'm surprised about because I would have thought it would have been closed. Do you get this quite a lot in Central? I'm not sure if they've got a live performer tonight or what's going on. I mean, a little bit of ABBA doesn't hurt, doesn't it, of an evening? It is what it is. I'm not going to go, at least tonight, any further to my right, because then we get into, or start to get into, the outskirts of Covent Garden. There's enough there for another time, shall we say. So that will be coming shortly. Those streets are very interesting for different reasons. Probably actually more interesting in some respects than most of what we're going to see tonight. But my Covent Garden geography is atrocious and is an absolute flipping maze, I tell you. Even when I'm out and about with friends or with family, we always get lost. It's kind of like, wait, were we not just here kind of situation? It's a real mess. I'm going to walk past on the other side, sorry guys, to the walk-ups, because obviously, I don't want anybody thinking that I might be, I don't know what you want to call it, a council enforcement officer or whatever, because I'm certainly not that. So I'm going to keep my gaze firmly ahead of me this time, just because the absolute last thing that I want to get, no matter what, under any circumstances, is going to be, I don't know, a reputation for this or that. Fundamentally, the only reason I'm even out tonight is because a lot of you wanted to see what it's like at night, had the time to do it, and more importantly, it's good practice with new kit as well. One thing I have been moderately surprised about, not sure if you spotted them, I think twice, possibly 3 times, we saw police, Metropolitan Police on the beat, Bobby's on the beat. And the reason that surprises me is that it's a fairly uncommon sight in central London, particularly late at night. But, so for example, Coup, the gay bar that I looked at and mentioned earlier, licensed until 3 a.m. if you can see that up there. So that's a 3 o'clock close for that one, which makes it pretty unusual in this area. You kind of need to look for the night spots. I'm pretty sure that the majority of establishments that have 3 or later licenses are the bars and clubs that tend to be focused around Greek Street in Soho. And we're sort of roughly, give or take, heading in that direction now. So Leicester Place over here on my left, cut straight back onto Leicester Square. We don't need to go there because at this time of night it's not really interesting. It's a massive tourist magnet. They kind of cleaned away, the council that is, I noticed it recently when I've been out, they've kind of cleaned away most, if not all, of the public performers, as I mentioned earlier. Same story as Piccadilly Circus. Different reasons behind it, but same story. This area, once Chinatown was shut, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., popular cut through for a lot of people heading to Leicester Square, because just beyond Leicester Square is Piccadilly Circus, and that's a sort of central hub for people to get night buses to other parts of London. Leicester House Hotel. God knows why you want to consider staying here. I mean, that's in a ridiculously noisy and also fairly dirty spot, but it is central. I mean, I guess it depends what you want out of a hotel in central London. What's this? Something, Sweet Bites, some kind of popular little restaurant. Again, doorways there. I'm not sure whether you noticed it as I was walking. Little printed sign on the wall that says models this way. Okay, so I mentioned Wardour Street when we initially passed it as we entered Chinatown. I'm now back at Wardour Street, and this time we came from the left, we're heading to the right. And that'll take us briefly back past the O'Neill's pub, and then we'll head over into Soho, which is the other side, just ahead. A lot of people getting noodles and beer at 11:30 on a Friday night. I mean, why not? I'm genuinely surprised actually that people are queuing for O'Neill's. I've got no idea if it's like a Wetherspoons pub, but It's clearly popular. A guy's taking like a drinks container in. Why would you take that into a bar, a pub, where you're going to be buying alcohol? Strange one, though. Pretty sure the doorman's going to confiscate it. He's giving it to the manager. That's a very weird thing to take out with you on a night when you're going out drinking, eh?
Yeah, I know it's not.
Like very. Now, the second we cross over just ahead, I expect two things to happen. It will get busier, maybe uncomfortably so, and it will probably get a lot moodier as well. Not because it's inherently a moody or dangerous place. I mean, it has its moments, like, you know, most of the West End, but now that pubs are starting to throw out, there'll be a lot of rowdy, tipsy types about. I might be wrong, I might not. I mean, it doesn't make any difference to me. It's Friday, people are happy. I'm happy. Everyone's happy. Now, I seem to believe that there was a match a bit earlier as well, football match. I think, it's hard to be certain, but I think it was the Iraqi flag that I'd seen. A lot of people out and about with the Iraqi flag. If I see anybody with the flag that I noticed, I'll ask them which flag it is. These are actually public open lavatories on my right, would you believe? There was a match here tonight. Which country won tonight's match? Do you know offhand?
I don't know. What are you looking for?
Which country was that won the football match tonight? I think it was Iraq.
We? Us?
No, not you guys. The World Cup. There was a World Cup match tonight. I'm just wondering which. You guys don't know.
But I don't like football.
Okay.
I love football,
Sorry.
but it's not.
Sorry, man.
No, have a good day, yeah? Or good evening. Right, so there's like a bit of an open air, I don't know even what this is, what we've got going on here. To be honest. I mean, it's active and it's busy, and it's probably going to kill the video, but hey, let's see. Woo! Damn. I mean, guys, I thought that Pride and celebration started tomorrow. I didn't realize that everything was starting tonight. Oh my goodness. Damn, that's a lot of people, folks. If this regularly happens to, or whether this is a one-off, but I love it. Is crazy, is it not? I love the way the guy just randomly decided to bring the speaker over and boom, it kicks off. It's a good thing. Oh! Somebody, I think, wanted to cut the power. What on earth?
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 돌이로 가는 품격 있는 여자
deaf now, people, I tell you. Like, can't hear a thing. Great atmosphere, but damn, I literally can't hear anything after that. Kind of a pity as well that it's the body cam and not like, you know, the usual camera I can lift up. But like I said before, we have to make do with what we've got, everyone. That's right. Actually, wait, the place on the left here, it says village. I mean, I'm not sure if it's something village or just village. It's funny because I saw this guy last week. He's not completely naked, everybody. The guy that's dancing in the window is here, I think, every Friday and Saturday. He's wearing like a little thong, so you know you can't see his bits, but that's the kind of thing that you can expect in this part of London. And why not? It is another very popular gay establishment, very popular. Pride of Soho Village, apparently.
To know what the deal is. We need to copy that.
I know it's my command.
American tourists there asking, do you know what the deal is? I mean, asking each other is not me. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I guess the deal is have fun, you know? It's simple as that. What's this one? Something residence we got on the side here. You see, it's at this point, when I get into Soho, it's kind of like, wait, which direction do I need to go in now? Because I promise guys, I genuinely have no flipping idea. Instinctively, I think I continue down Wardour Street, which we're on now, before taking a right at the end. You'll see on the streets, mainly to my left, which I don't need to go to tonight, a lot of adult-themed shops, should we say that. In some cases, are open all the time. Yeah. That's really crazy back there that they kept it. The thing is, the council will send out some busybodies at some point fairly soon to shut it down. It's inevitable. I think it's like around, actually I thought it was 11 o'clock actually when they would cut off public PA systems or broadcasts. Only from what I remember used to be the case with street performers. You weren't allowed to have like a portable speaker or something out super late, which I get it, you know. It is what it is. It's fine. Oh, you were there as well, yeah, when it all kicked off?
Nah,
No, you missed it.
Party.
No, it's just, yeah, I mean, it's rare in this area, I tell you, that someone will just bring out a speaker and boom. Doesn't happen here a lot, my guy, I tell you. Nice thing to see though, eh? Good atmosphere tonight. Very chill.
Yeah, this shit nice. What's this? Nice little spot.
I mean, pretty much most of it's kind of getting a little gentrified, but it's looking pretty good. Having a stroll around, American guy there, I'm wondering what it is, whether it's a restaurant or a cocktail bar. It's a late night restaurant. As I said, guys, they won't boot anyone out if they're still eating, even though they often have to stop serving, especially if it's alcohol, give or take first person. I just noticed the camera behind me. I thought it was a GoPro. It's not a GoPro. I mean, not that it matters, but it's not. I actually meant to state that when I began the video. One rule that I will have, no matter what, is that if anybody says to me specifically, is it on, are you filming? My answer will be yes, it's on all the time. And there are two reasons actually, not only because obviously I want to show you what I'm seeing as I'm strolling around, but you know, for my own protection and peace of mind. Simple as that. Now, Wardour Street and or Frith Street are what I'm thinking of. And I'm pretty sure that as we continue down here, a little bit further.
Are you a vlogger?
It's a YouTube channel, yeah.
Oh my god, hey!
You guys, you missed a block party. There's like a party down there. They pulled out.
Right down here?
Yeah, carry on along Wardour Street towards.
Is it for gay people?
It is, well, it's for everybody. But yeah, go and enjoy.
Thank you.
Have a good evening, yeah? Okay, so I thought it was a little more discreet, that most people wouldn't notice that it's on, but it's cool. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, guys, it's... Chief, can I ask you a quick question? Wardour Street and Frith Street, specifically Ronnie Scott's, best to go through here or continue up and take a right?
if you go this way,
Yeah.
first one is Dean Street, second one is Frith Street.
So through to Dean Street here, and the second one is
Dean
Frith Street.
Here, Dean Street, the first one is there.
Uh-huh.
If you continue going, any street you go, you see like this, going like this, you go, Frith Street. After Frith Street, Greek Street.
Top man, thanks a lot, yeah. Got a lot of respect for anyone that's out and about at work at this time of night, folks. Doesn't matter if they're driving a train, sweeping the street, driving a bus, or working as a nurse in a hospital. These are the spots that one can easily get lost in. Should we say the slightly dodgier cut-throughs? And there are these kind of alleys everywhere in Soho. Oh, what's this, like gas or something that's on the ground here? Crazy. Looks like a lot of people had a decent night out tonight in Soho. I said when I started, why not? I also should have made a note when I switched on, guys, that give or take, it's roughly an hour before I need to swap the battery. What I'll do in the future, if all goes well tonight, is keep it plugged in, physically plugged in, so that the batteries don't need to be changed. I've got a massive memory card, so it's kind of unlimited, the amount of recording time. So even as I get to the end here, I'm not entirely certain whether I go left or whether I go right. That's why it's always best, no matter what, to ask the guys that clean the streets, because they spend their whole entire day out here working hard late into the evening. You're in kind of a lot of loud engines. It's either going to be, a supercar of some kind, or obviously, as you just saw, a super high-powered motorbike. See, now I get to here, which I believe this is Golden Square in front of us in Soho, which obviously will have the gates locked. What a surprise at this time of the night. So the interesting is going to be whether it's the first turning here or the second. Pretty sure that the police will know. Oh damn, bro got stopped in 1 second. That happened really fast. That was like almost instantaneous. They've got a couple of issues. The number plate apparently is problematic, according to the police, and the engine. Oh, they've got more coming. Damn, how unlucky is it for this guy to be the one that got stopped? I mean, they're obviously doing it on purpose now to make a point because the police are there. He's so unlucky. Out of all of all of those motorbikes, obviously had to be the first one that got stopped. Not really a great surprise, but hey, yeah, this is Soho Square. Sorry, I thought it was Golden Square. Sorry, Soho Square. Which, as the gent cleaning the street correctly informed us, leads to Frith Street. I seem to recall that the globally super famous Ronnie Scott's jazz bar is just along here. I can't remember if it's on the left or the right, but that's the only place that I'd ever say I've been to many times here in Soho. A lot more bikes coming, like a lot more. Police need more officers out if they can have any chance of dealing with that. I mean, in this area they won't, just because it's all an obscure mesh of alleyways and little streets. We've barely even touched it, but you can already see that it's very easy to get lost. Too easy even to get lost. with Bateman Street on my left leads through to Brewer Street or Dean Street. Worst way I look at the map, I'm actively trying not to do that because ultimately I want to be able to strut around this area. Sorry, chap. Not worrying at all about getting lost. Quick question, boss.
Yeah.
Dean Street is the next one, or is that Brewer Street? This is Frith Street. This is Frith Street. Which is this one? Here to the left and right. Do you know?
Frith Street. Yeah, Frith Street.
Which one? Dean Street.
No, not Dean.
King Street.
Not Dean. Dean Street is over there. King Street is there. I mean, you can go from there. You can go to James Street as well.
Okay, so you think this way and left or right at the end, yeah?
Greek Street. I think this street is
Wait, this is Greek Street. Yeah, of course it is. This is Frith Street. Greek Street's this one. Ronnie Scott's is just here, though, isn't it? In front.
It's Ronnie Scott.
Okay, that way and around.
Yeah.
You're a good man. Thanks a lot. I'm not sure if he's like a warden or security for the bar or whatever. He's got like a little sheriff badge, which, to be honest, I've actually never seen. Now, interesting enough, all the bikers looking behind me to make sure I don't get knocked over have lined up here. They were super lucky to. You probably should. They're pulling them up on the square up there. If you saw one guy got pulled over straight off, yeah. They're talking. I mean, I shouldn't. I'm not telling them they should or shouldn't do it, but they're talking about pulling the police because the police are on the corner.
What's that?
Some guys were mentioning about pulling the police. Police are on the corner pulling people over because of the noise.
What's all the stuff with the bikes?
Just kind of, late night, warm, people just out and about, enjoying it and kind of showing off.
Yeah, I've never, no, we're not from here. We're like, wow.
That accent, I'd never guess you guys are not from here. Come on. New York or?
Unfortunately, from Los Angeles right now.
Why is it unfortunate to be from Los Angeles? That's got to be one of the nicest parts if you are comfortable in life, no? Surely.
It's okay, but it's like a bubble.
Yeah.
I lived in New York for 25 years before that, and you just like LA's a bubble. You're in your car, everybody. It used to be great, but it's very weird now.
25 years, wow. So you moved to New York when you were 15 then, I guess. Have a good evening. She's a little tipsy, guys. Sorry, can I? In fact, she's not a bit tipsy. She's like a lot tipsy, to be honest. Damn, it's busy here.
Obviously.
In fact, it's actually packed here, like properly. Okay, so here it is on the side, guys. Remember I mentioned Ronnie Scott's. There it is. And it's a funny thing. I can't remember whether they have like a normal show in the evening, then like an upstairs show. So normally the door on the left. I can't remember if that starts at 11, the late show, or I think it's 1 a.m. actually. There's maybe like a show that's 8 or 9, something like that, give or take. And then there's a later show, which, to be honest, in the past I've always found is more enjoyable. Plus, there's a little bit more intimate upstairs. All red and cute, little bar, quite a nice spot. Thing is, I've noticed actually ahead of me there's a lot of police over on the right, which makes me a little bit concerned that a lot of people are going to think, hold on a second, I happen to be walking around, filming all of this while there are lots of police around, whereas it's just a coincidence. But I know if it's not tonight or tomorrow or another night, 100% the biggest issue is going to be people suspecting or accusing, take your pick, me of being a Fed. 100%. It's proper jammed here, actually, like proper jammed.
How's my pronunciation?
Okay, so we're on the corner of Frith Street, as I mentioned, Ronnie Scott's behind us, and Old Compton Street, which is directly in front of us. Notice the police are all opposite. It's only because, a lot of the bars and stuff have started throwing everybody out, and it occasionally gets, like a little teeny weeny bit rowdy, moody, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I don't really remember ever having a serious problem, even at, like 1, 2 in the morning, in this area, like ever, to be honest. annoys me that when people kind of give me the side eye, because I prefer that they just ask, like, what's the camera for, who are you, why are you filming, and I'll tell them. Problem solved. Trying again not to get knocked over. Bar Soho. Probably got a 2 a.m, maybe a 3 a.m. license. Another bar on my left, don't know which one that is. So bikers, a lot of people preparing for Pride tomorrow, and a lot of happy people that have been in the pub. It seems that we've got a bit of a mix tonight, out and about. Oh, he stopped way too quick. The car behind him almost went smack. See, for example, the pub over here, on my right, slightly off to the right, busy, packed, look, still happily serving, even this time. So I'm guessing they've probably got a midnight license, maybe even later. I'm going to have a very brief stroll along part of Greek Street, for two reasons actually. First off, to see how many places still open and what kind of atmosphere, etc. we got here on Greek Street. Because it's been a long time, like a long time since I was last, I mean, it's like ages, to be honest, since I was last in this area. It's funny because somebody said to me, best time to film is at 3 a.m, when almost everywhere is closing and throwing out at the same time, but you know, I'm not really that bothered about picking up like major trouble. If I was all about that, it would be easy to go and find that in, you know, take a pin and stick it in the map anywhere north of Birmingham, basically. It'll be easy to find it. I'm not saying it'll never happen on this channel, but I'm not, at least at this moment, terribly concerned about that. Okay, so Zebrano, cocktail bar here, popular, definitely got a 3 a.m. license, without a doubt, over here. Easiest way to tell, actually, whether something is really popular or really active, number of doormen, to be honest. Very rarely in central London. Other than occasionally on busy night Stringfellows, do you see a big door team. Mainly because it's not really needed, in all honesty. A lot of police, council wardens, response times, odd as it might sound, given how small all these little streets are probably pretty fast, I would guess. You know, we've got fire station at the end there, police station, probably Charing Cross, I guess, is the nearest, and that's going to be at most about, I don't know, a few minutes in a vehicle. Now, as always, they are super careful checking people's ID, but from what I see a lot of the times, and again, this is mainly a London thing, I don't know if it's true everywhere else in the UK, then they don't seem that particular, that fussy about keep an eye on or searching to see what people might have in their bag. They do it kind of on an ad hoc basis, but you know, compared to, for example, Moscow, complete body search, pat down any bags, whatever, very strict. But then again, I guess that's different between a country where quite a lot of people own a firearm and a country where very few people, i.e. the UK, own a firearm. So, might explain it. So it seems actually that a good number of the establishments here in the West End do have a late night license. I mean, I would expect pretty much every single cocktail bar or nightclub to have a late license, but I definitely was not expecting there to be so many pubs that have such a late license, genuinely. Now, obviously you've got a lot of tuk-tuks around here picking up people. Obviously a lot of the people that they're aiming for are a little tipsy, if not outright drunk. This is where they'll make their money. Unsuspecting tourists that generally won't bother to argue, either because they're too in space to argue or because they don't realise until they get to the other end that they're getting ripped off. Sad, but if people don't do their research before visiting a new country, i.e. the UK, London, is what it is. You know, I'm sympathetic, but at the same time as being sympathetic, I'm kind of a little bit, look, you know, very easy to research these things before you leave. You get on the plane. It's actively uncomfortably loud, and I'm walking away from it and it's still like, it's still like crazy loud. I reckon they'll be going over to have a word, but they're going to need a lot more bodies than that. They might tell them like to keep it down or whatever, but 2 officers this time of the night with everything else going on. Thing is, they spotted them really fast and they left. They rode off. So I mean, I guess the uniform presence does have an effect. Just the noise, it's so mind-bogglingly loud. It actually hurts the eardrums, like really hurts, folks, when you're near it. I'm not going to get back in this massive squash of bikes at this end because I'll get stuck, as I did on the way in. Second, and I really don't want to get stuck.
Not many.
So Frith Street, and then Greek Street was the next one. I'm still a little bit, where do we come from? Where do we go next? What I'm thinking, from this point, I'm going to head back this way. And the cool thing about Soho actually is if tonight there's a block party, as the guy from the US called it, and or the biker lot out and about. Tomorrow, and or Sunday, and or another evening, it'll be a different lot, different theme, different everything, pretty much. In other words, no 2 evenings in Soho are probably very much alike, is what I'm trying to say. I should have just kind of squeezed it out. Okay, so back on the corner of Dean Street and Old Compton Street. He's back toward Chinatown if I went left. And continue along Dean Street, but instead we're going to go this way because I'm pretty sure it'll take us, give or take, very roughly, back to where we started. A lot of little cute nightlife spots actually, like this one, Puffy. I'm not sure if it's kind of pastries and coffee maybe. Pretty sure tonight, a lot of the smaller places, like the one we just passed, got a single guy on the door. Now they're not obviously really expecting much to kick off if they've only got one guy, because not going to work, is it? If there's a big group and he's by himself. I'm going to pause it here, folks, for a battery check and swap, simply because it seems like the right moment to do it. But looks like the block party is still ongoing over here on my right. So instinctively I was right about us retracing back to where we started, give or take. It's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. In fact, it's very cool. It's a shame that they closed the gates to the gardens over here, but I'm guessing that's probably because there'll be a lot of issues with with naughty behaviour, should we say, late at night, in all probability. But the crowd is still as large as it was before. Everyone's happy, so that'll be a good thing. I could just about hear myself think I'm not even joking. I'm going to need a quiet corner somewhere to change the battery. I don't remember where one of those little quiet alleys is, somewhere where I don't need to worry about somebody grabbing the kit while I'm doing a swap. I reckon, odd as it might sound, that this will do, this little spot here on my left. I mean, if I can even squeeze in, there it is. I did mention about the issue of getting stuck behind people when they stop or when I'm walking. But I guess that's kind of something I'm going to have to get used to when we're out and about. I'm not even sure what the name of this little passage is. Black Panda Spa we've got here on my left. Another one, Magnolia Blossom or something it's called. Oh, it's another spa. Wait, it's just like a whole road of spas, I guess. Which, to be honest, is something I didn't even know existed here in Central. I genuinely didn't know it even existed. Surprised. Damn, not a good time for the officer to give me the nod if I'm honest. But anyway, little teeny weeny bit better to stop here, pause, and do a quick swap. Back shortly, people. Back, peeps. Quick change of the battery. How long will part 2 be? No idea, 10 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes. The reason I can't tell you is that I don't know what we'll see. I don't know if I'll get lost. But also, this is the only other battery I did bring with me. In other words, if we're lucky, maybe we'll get another 45 minutes or something. Does it always happen here? Does it always happen here, like Fridays, Saturdays, or this is?
Pride tomorrow. Like, this is pre-Pride.
Oh, so they're basically just starting early, having fun tonight, yeah? Good thing to see.
Yeah.
It seems pretty chill.
It's going to be a while.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So tomorrow, the entire streets are going to be packed now. All the way down Compton.
Good thing to see.
Roads, music everywhere.
And chill tonight as well. I haven't seen any issues, any problems. Everyone's very chill.
Yeah,
which is not always the case in Soho, is it? Let's be honest.
I mean, what? Everyone will be mashed up by 4 p.m. That'll be great, man.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
No doubt about that. You too. Have a good one. Lady door staff from one of the bars here. Now, this time we're at the other side of the block party. Someone in an Uber has got themselves. Imagine if you just ordered an Uber and it turned up here.
At some point, you'll be like, you know what?
People are knocking on the window to see who's in the Uber. You have to wonder how that even happened. seeing a lot more eyes on the camera. This part here, I'm seeing a lot more eyes, like a lot more eyes on the camera. It is on, and I'm not pleased before you ask.
You guys are brilliant doing this.
I'm not an auditor either. It's a popular London YouTube channel. But this, quite unusual. Great to see though, no? London City Walks. Have a good one. Atmosphere though, guys, I'm not going to lie, fantastic atmosphere tonight in the West End, really relaxed. Can I have a drink, 1 second? Doesn't even want to move, literally, like what? I think some of the drivers haven't really got as much of a sense of humour. Crazy, like very crazy. She's at it again. Brilliant. If that's your missus.
Yes, we are. Hard work, mate. Hard work.
No, not Channel 5. No, it's just it's YouTube.
What is it? Sitting on? Definitely fine at this. Are you live?
No, it's not live, pre-recorded. I actually wasn't expecting this tonight, but I should have guessed it being pre-Pride.
What are you?
So London City Walks. First time I decided to do something at night, it's like this. I mean, like, wow. Your missus will be on there tomorrow, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
In a very good way, I promise.
No, it's fine. As long as the kids don't see it.
I mean, I won't tell them if you don't, so. You're about tomorrow as well for this?
Right, subscribe to you as well.
You're a gent. Have a good one, yeah? Thanks a lot. 1 second, guys. Let me try and squeeze through. The thing I like about this tonight is that got people of all ages, all everything. Everyone's having fun together. That's all that matters at times like this, am I right? Long week for everyone. People want to let their hair down and enjoy it. And I like it. It's a shame it's like this every night in London. Okay, like it, so we'll move on.
I got this feeling on this summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw yourself into a bag and pushed it
Ah, that's what it is. That really kicked it off. Good luck to anyone in a taxi. You're funny.
It's a private party, isn't it?
It should be a private party.
Where's the DJ? Oh, it's got Spotify Premium. So I don't know the DJ. Yes, it's Spotify.
Brilliant. Driver's laughing, but you know, there's not much he can do. That's it, the street is closed now, guys. It's done. flipping a street, folks. The everyone's like, "Where's the music? Bring it back." Road's closed again, guys. Come on! Amazing. Oh wait, guys, look at this. Oh, sorry, boss. Sorry. There's no way the car's getting through. I mean, like, how?
These two guys are nice. It's coming, the angry one. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's the angry one.
Yeah, he's definitely definitely not a happy guy. That's for sure.
He's late to see his wife.
This guy's so funny. This guy next to me. Okay, the road's definitely going to close again now, without a doubt. That's it. Sorry, man.
Apparently, Oaken Road is already cut off.
Say again?
The cars are not moving from Oaken Road here. Oaken Road, they just stuck now.
Yeah, it's gonna close for sure. Classic. The timing was was crazy. I'm hoping they're not going to switch it off because, come on, you know, Pride Weekend's just beginning. Let's hope they're moving on. They're letting it continue, guys. They're just worried about people blocking the public highway.
Let's contest is Toyota. And then there's a taxi. No, taxi here. Your petrol is costing. Without license, go back.
I'm sure they'll restart it when they can. I think they're waiting for the police to leave before they switch the music back on. Strictly speaking, they could shut it down, but I really don't think they will. It'd be very unfortunate if they did, to be honest. This is not a residential area, at least this little part of Soho. So, you know, no one's really being disturbed by people having fun tonight. Some real characters out and about though. My goodness me, wow. Yeah, they're gonna stay here now to keep the, you know, provisionally to keep the public highway open, but ultimately, you're right. Ultimately, to try and close it down. Sorry, there's a girl that looks like she might be a bit out of it. She's all right. Damn, I really hope the Spoil Sports didn't shut it down. That said, I mean, it'll be bigger and better tomorrow night, regardless of whether they're going to shut it down tonight. That said, a lot of people had their fun, myself included, so I get why they're a little bit edgy about letting the traffic through.
They're gonna pay me back. All these people are in my guest list.
Everything, all of it. I mean, I can't believe they're going to stand here now.
What channel are you?
I showed your husband, he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he's subscribed, so a video with you on it will be... I'm
got it on camera. I try my best to hold it as much as I could.
I got most of it, I think.
Yeah.
Is it like this all the time?
No, it's kind of the pre-Pride party before tomorrow.
We are very upset. Because this
Are you gay then?
Me?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of, but...
Oh, you might try it.
I mean, you have to try everything once, I mean, ultimately.
I see some beautiful women here.
Spoil Sports, though, actually closing it down. Yeah, I think they'll stand here now to keep the highway open, but at the same time, they won't put the speaker back on while they're here. Because they'll definitely shut it down if they put the music back on.
Okay, I'm going home because I have to wake up early tomorrow. And I'm in the parade on Pride.
Are you in the parade yourself tomorrow? Sure then.
And I have
Okay.
team and everything, and I have to be at 10:30 in the Hilton Hotel in Hyde Park. So I have Nightlife.
I mean, you had fun tonight, I saw it, so
Yes.
that's what life's about, all right?
They're watching me. I'm not an dangerous person. I want freedom, like Madonna.
Absolutely, yep, why not?
So you see, I'm entertaining hundreds of people today.
Yeah, I mean, everybody here, everybody had fun. It was a great atmosphere, a great vibe. But yeah, we've got other cars coming through now, guys. They're I think, pretty much calling it a day. Is that the end of the block party, you reckon? Oh yeah. I mean, it's going to be a lot worse tomorrow night, regardless, no?
I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, are you really? Pulled the short straw. Oh dear. Yeah, guys, the police are super chill. They really couldn't care less, but at the same time, they've got to keep the road open. So it's a bit like, damn it. But hey, we got it when it started, we got it when it hit its peak, and we got it when it finished. So it wasn't so bad. It's okay. Let's have a short wander back this way. I'm reasonably certain that that will be that.
Well, weekend, I guess.
I need to check this footage super clearly as well because damn, I realised I checked my phone several times. I made a couple of video calls. Oops. I mean, the dude that was dancing when we were here, give or take an hour ago, is still dancing, so he must be super hyper fit. That is crazy that he's still on it in there, still having fun. I think, I'm reasonably certain that we already walked along here because I'm noticing the massage places on my left again. I'm not even going to look at them this time for the same reason with the walk-ups in Chinatown. The other thing is definitely a teeny bit anyway, losing my voice. What a surprise. Unfortunate, but not really a total shocker given the fact that I was trying like an idiot to actually, narrate the content whilst we were in that crazy noisy environment, which was probably a huge mistake to be honest, but it is what it is, it's done. I've got no idea what this is. What's this? Okay, so there's a lot of like kind of adult shops along the main road to my left. This club, no idea which one. See this one before. Chief, which club is it, this one?
It's Box.
Box, thank you. Okay, the Box apparently. Never been there, don't know it. The Box. Damn, massage doors everywhere. I'm not really sure if the camera is picking up. I'm trying not to actively stick it kind of either left or right for obvious reasons. I mean, I say trying, doesn't mean I'm going to succeed, but at least I'm doing my best, am I right? Where are we now? Okay, this is Berwick Street in front of me. I've got no idea, like, at all where that leads to. Like, no idea at all. So I'm not even going to risk it. Which brings us back to roughly, I think, where we started, which is Wardour Street. A slightly more subdued and muted Wardour Street, if I'm honest. Alas. I guess at some point I'll need to decide if I will be out tomorrow. A little domestic on my right there. Guy's crying. Girl's telling him not to cry. No idea what she did, or broke his heart, I guess. These are real spoil sports, people, but hey, the party continues in the clubs and bars. Getting back to pretty much where I started in the first place. I'll leave it rolling as I head back. Actually, thinking about it, I'm just wondering if it's quicker to go this way. Wardour Street, Wardour, no, we'll carry on this way. This will bring us out onto Charing Cross Road. I can then do a right, which will roughly, give or take, bring me back to roughly where we started, which was Leicester Square. Yeah, block party's definitely done for tonight. I think they'll be a little bit more lenient tomorrow. I mean, the numbers tomorrow are going to be massively higher anyway, so unless they've got a hell of a lot of officers out, they won't be able to just close it down straight off tomorrow. Great atmosphere tonight, actually. Very, 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 very chill. Not a single moody person. It'd be amazing though if you're a tourist, first time in London tonight, a bit like the American guy we bumped into earlier, and you walk into that, like whoa, super unexpected, but quite extraordinary.
Does it stand for, is this verb or something?
Okay, Shaftesbury Avenue. So we'll cut back through Chinatown and across Leicester Square. Yeah, starting to see the somewhat drunk stragglers out and about at this time, which is not really a surprise, to be honest. Lucky I didn't turn the camera to the left. It's that small alley we walked by earlier. A lot of people doing things they shouldn't be doing in that alley. Oh my goodness me.
Me and him?
Bloody hell. I mean, why the queue to get into a very normal pub is insane. Look at it. This is all for O'Neill's. Like, what?
You're wrong, this guy. It actually smells like shit piss.
I'm not sure if we picked that up, that guy's comments. It actually smells like... But he's bang on. Absolutely bang on. That's exactly what it smells like. Damn, guys, the queue going around to the corner is mad. Absolutely crazy. And it still goes on and on and on down this little passageway.
Crazy.
I mean, if it's all for O'Neill's, then it must be
Easy, off and on.
must be a fairly decent spot in there, no? You think the queues are that long? It's like what? Madness, madness, madness. Finally, back out to relative calm, peace, quiet. Finally and thankfully.
It's only 100.
The guy missed one thing from his little list. It smells of something else in there, in that little alley as well. Oh my goodness me, I think I'm high already just from walking through that short alley. And people out eating Chinese food, etc. And it's already tomorrow, my guys. Evening. Yeah, so the camera's not quite as discreet as I'd hoped, but it looks like a kind of a giant necklace, to be honest. But doesn't matter. If anything, it might be a positive because I'm not trying to film surreptitiously. In other words, as I mentioned before, if somebody asks me, I'm going to say to them, yes, damn brave leaving a car like that here. Block party on this street, that car's getting wrecked. Like wrecked super fast. It would be literally done in 2 minutes, that car.
No way, that's so cute. Little shits.
Yeah, a lot of moody looks. Now, 2 or 3 hours from now, when all the unlicensed cabbies are out, that's when a lot of people have a real problem with being filmed. Like a real problem. But depending on battery life and the rest of it. Tomorrow, we might end up finding out how much of a problem or not a problem we've got. We're going to have to wait and see. Anyway, back to where we started, give or take roughly 2 hours ago. Bear in mind, guys, this is the same day that I shot the 2-part Horse Guards extravaganza this morning. Mad but true. No wonder my voice is croaked. Whoa, super fast. What on earth? I was kind of tempted to walk through Leicester Square, which is the other way, but this time of the night, nothing interesting, to be honest. Pretty much the only options there would be Burger King, McDonald's, and some other waste of time junk. Talking about junk, look at all these shops here on the right. Money exchanges, American candy, and all sorts of other junk. Shame really, but this is tourist central. You could put anything here and it would sell. Anyway guys, I hope you liked our little pre-Pride adventure. I had a feeling that actually would be a little bit more exciting than Pride itself. But guess we'll find out tomorrow. They're already closing a lot of the roads, etc. around here, making sure that things are good overnight before it all starts tomorrow afternoon. Oh damn. I'm actually screwed at this point because I don't even know how I'm going to get home with this. You know what, I'll just take an Uber. It is what it is, peeps. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed that. Back soon. Bye for now, guys.